Alright, hello everybody and welcome. Ryan and Darren here with another in our series of B&B Sports Talk. The NBA season is now underway, and what we're going to be doing is if you could assemble any team in the NBA right now, who would it be? So we're going to be doing starting five, and then 3 bench players. Because there's a lot of guys that, you're going to leave a few really good ones out. So point guard. My point guard is Tony Parker. I think he's the best point guard in the NBA because his ability to both score and pass is really second to none in my opinion. Because you have guys like, Westbrook or Rose who can really score, maybe Curry, but then you have guys like, Rondo who can really pass, and Parker can do both very, very well, and so that's why he's my, he can get into the paint at will, pretty much, so that's why he's my point guard.
My point guard, I have Darren Williams. I picked him because I really like big players, and Darren Williams is a large point guard. And I like his ability to shoot and score, and that combined with his size and getting to the paint, that's why he is my my point guard.
Okay, my shooting guard, I have James Harden. I think James Harden, right now, shooting guards are kind of hard. It's hard to find a really solid, there are solid shooting guards, but like Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant, they have had health issues. So I figured I would just go with Harden because he's young and I feel like he can score. He's not like a total ball hog. He does have the ability to pass, which I believe is important. On my team, I don't want a ball hog, really. And I feel like he is just a very good player, and he can do the only thing that he has ever done that I didn't like was that in the NBA Finals, Miami and Thunder, he didn't show up there, but other than that, I think he's just an awesome player, so yeah, he's my shooting guard.
Alright, my shooting guard, LeBron James. I put him as shooting guard because I think, you got to fit him in somewhere, and he could really play at any position, He could play point guard, he could play center. So I put him as shooting guard because I have other players, too, that I need to get in, so
Right.
He's the best. I think he's I picked him because his ability to get in the paint and dunk, and his all-around ability to do everything. He does everything well. I think his shooting could improve more. It has improved, but that's why LeBron is my shooting guard.
Yeah, I tried my best to stay in position, but yeah, I understand. There's so many good players out there. You gotta get them in there. All right, small forward, LeBron. For the reasons he mentioned. He does everything well. He might win. He could win Defensive Player of the Year. That's how good a defensive player he is, and he can pass with the best of them. He can scorer, and I just really like LeBron. So um, you gotta have him in your in your starting five. So yeah, I have LeBron at small forward.
My small forward, I picked Kevin Durant. Um, Kevin Durant has some struggles, like the fact that he's really tall and really skinny, and he's the Durantula. So yeah, he's kind of a big, long, spidery-looking guy. So I think if he could put on some weight and get better, he'd be even better. But he still deserves a starting position on my team. So just because he can score, I mean, he can score from anywhere. That's what makes him so dangerous. He could pull up for a shot anywhere. It's hard to defend someone that's good at everything. So that's why he's my small forward.
Yeah, here's why I had a really hard time. Like, I really wanted to put Durant in at power forward, but I decided to go bigger, and I'm going to go Tim Duncan. I feel like Tim Duncan is and has been the best big man for 15 years, really. I mean, that's, in my opinion, is very good, and I feel like my first three positions I have enough scoring, and then with my power forward and center, I can kind of go defensive and protect the basket, and you're going to hear my center in a minute, but I've got Tim Duncan. He can still protect the rim with the best of them. He can shoot a little bit. He can score in the paint and defend very well. And he's an excellent passer for a big man. So I got Duncan at the 4.
My 4, I have Kevin Garnett. I think, in my opinion, Kevin Garnett is the best power forward in the past, 10 years. But I think, some people have different. I think he can score extremely well. He won a Defensive Player of the Year here, a few years back, and I think that's he's all around everything. He can shoot, he can defense. He can do everything, and that's I picked Kevin Garnett, and I just like him. I think I like him because of those reasons, so I picked him for 4.
Yeah, we might actually later do a Duncan Garnett debate thing, but anyway, like in another video. But so moving on to center, I'm gonna go with Roy.
And if you care to leave a comment, whether you like Kevin Garnett or Tim Duncan, you can post that on your comments.
Yeah, please do. So I have Roy Hibbert as my center because I don't particularly like centers that can't do anything on offense. Like, example, Dwight Howard. I know most people would go with Howard, but I just don't like my center to be able excuse me, to be able to do nothing on offense, really. And if Howard if he could at least make free throws, I would put him up there, but I think Hibbert developed into a very good two-way player. He's a top defensive player. He can shoot a little bit. I mean, you at least have to honor his shot. And, if he's wide open, he'll make them. And if, he can make free throws. At least better than some centers. So, I think he's a great player, and he's my center.
For my 5, I picked Al Horford. Pretty much the only thing I don't like about Al Horford is he's a tad undersized. I really think he'd be better suited as a power forward, but I think he's defensive game. That's what really catches my eye about Horford is, you know, his most centers, they don't have that mid-range shot, but Horford has that shot, and he can also, you know, get inside and score. And that's why Horford's my 5.
All right, we gotta get through this here. I'm gonna go with my 6th man. I'm gonna go Kevin Durant. You know, he's gotta be on your team. I mean, he's just too much of a lethal scoring threat, and you know, he really said all you need to hear about him already. So, I've got Durant as my 6th man.
My 6th man is Paul Pierce. You got to have him on there somewhere. I mean, you know, he's maybe not the star of Brooklyn, but he's definitely going to be, you know, a threat to that team. And I think that's why he's my 6th man.
All right, Paul Pierce is maybe my favorite NBA player, to be honest. But I think he's just getting old, and I don't know. I don't know how much I trust him anymore. I mean, it's the truth, but I'm gonna go Carmelo as my 2nd, and I know I got a couple small forwards, but I think again Carmelo is too lethal of a scorer, and he could come in maybe and play some 4 for Tim Duncan on my team, and I really like Carmelo. As far as I'm concerned, he's the best offensive player in the NBA, maybe right there with Durant. But I'll go Carmelo.
I'm going LaMarcus Aldridge. You leave that boy open anywhere and it's going down, except for maybe a 3-point line. And he's also, you know, a pretty good defender. And I think, you know, Kevin Garnett, he's not exactly a spring chicken anymore, so I think LaMarcus would be good, you know, coming for Kevin Garnett. He could probably even come in for Al Horford, and that's why he's my 7.
All right, I have one more player. I'm going to go with Chris Paul, because I want a backup point guard, and I think Chris Paul is number 2 to Parker, and he can pass like as good as anybody, really, and he can shoot the ball. He's a great leader, a great decision maker. So I'll go CP3 as my final player.
I'm going Tony Parker. He's probably my second favorite NBA point guard, because, you know, just for the reasons Ryan said, he's a good, you know, he can score from the mid-range, he can pass, and I like my point guards to be a little bit bigger, but I think he's still got what it takes to be on the team. So that's why he's my 8.
All right, we made some pretty cool teams, I would say. So thank you very much for watching. Please check out my other videos and our other videos, and subscribe and comment and everything, and give it a thumbs up.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. So again, thank you very much for watching, and we are out.